Hey guys, I have been experiencing this energy that's been um, just like humbling me, like bringing me into into this bow. It's really kind of difficult to be with sometimes. It's like teaching me just like having to surrender everything again. It's just like, it's like making contact where there's like egoic pushing, egoic force, egoic will, and it's just deconstructing it. Yeah, there's not much to my egoic self. It's like it's a real barrier, you know. Like there's this temptation to want to push up against it and to like force through it or something, but it's just like it's too big. It's too powerful. It's like, oh, it's something that can only be surrendered to. That can, like I say, you can only kind of just do this to it. Like, okay, I submit. That's gonna be like the smoothest way through it, you know. And yeah. Yeah, it's just, I think what it's doing is it's burning through in the third eye area, temples. And if I had to guess, it's like creating more spaciousness. It's burning through judgments, it's burning through pain, stored up unconscious pain. It's just like light meeting pain, it creates burning, right? And there's no real way to go with this except to just flow with it, So much of me wanted to resist this kind of transformative energy that's come into me that it just was like, oh, this shouldn't be here, I don't want this, it hurts, it's icky. It doesn't hurt, it's actually like when you feel into it, it's like not pain, it's just can be uncomfortable and just like, why? But it's here, you know, and it's doing what it's doing, and the least amount of suffering is found when I'm just surrendered to it. Just, all right, going with what's already happening, what's already going to happen. When I fight up against it, when I push up against it, it just causes tremendous suffering in my being. And I can ignite quite a strong personal will. Like I can ignite a real big will these days because I've tapped into my power in a really profound way. But that doesn't, my power in a sense, right now, there's like a deeper sense of power of just like surrendering to it. Like that's actually the most powerful thing to do right now. Sometimes the powerful thing is to just like bring that personal will up from your guts, you know, and you just go right through something. And it's nice to have learned that. That's a nice, like a warrior shape, an energetic warrior shape to, it's like video games. It's like, oh, I unlock that sword or whatever, that weapon. So it's nice that that's there, but it's like, if you're in the video game and you're going for that weapon against this, it's like it's not working and you're just like hurting yourself, you know? It's like, no, that's not, this is a different level. Or this kind of test doesn't call for that weapon. It's like, put that weapon down. And that's been humbling. It's like, oh, I can't just go right through this one. That's, God showed me how to do that though, but this time God's not asking me to do it. And that's spiritual awakening. It's like, okay, sometimes that thing you learned works really well, but now you're at a different level and you got to let go of that thing that worked really well for a while. And maybe it comes back at the next level, right? It's like not because it's a lower level or something. It's just like different levels call for different types of whatever, inner movements. Different energies you confront on the path. You know, they cultivate different things within you. They ask different things of you. And so this one is asking for just a deeper surrender, a deeper allowing. It's like this thing is just, this energy, it's just basically, if it could talk, it's like, just allow me to transform you. Just allow it to happen. It's for your highest good. It's like, it's easy to judge things as negative when we're in the middle of a transformation, because transformation always feels, it feels uncomfortable. It can feel like it's touching you in the places in your body where there's the most pain and trauma. And so the mind can just say, I don't like this, I don't want transformation. That's what a lot of people do with Kundalini when they first wake up. But, you know, as the transformation goes on and you start coming to the other side of it, you'll start noticing all the things that, wow, I feel much more free, I feel much more at peace. I feel much more surrendered to God. I feel more empty, I feel more open. Like these kind of sensations or inner states start happening. And so then we look back and we're like, I don't know if I'd want to go through that transformation again, but I'm so glad it happened. And I'm not there yet. I'm kind of in the middle stages where I'm just like, I'm just now coming to terms with this. Like, oh, okay, I guess I'm going through another transformation. My brain, there's a rewiring happening maybe, or whatever words we want to put to it. There's just an energetic something happening in my third eye realm that is it's like it's in the I don't know phase. Like it's beyond my mind. I don't know. I've never experienced this before. What's going on, I don't know. I've experienced many energetic transformations before, but not this one specifically, right? So I can draw on my past energetic transformations, draw on those experiences, and bring what I've learned, bring the wisdom from those into this one to know, like, okay, every energetic transformation I went to thus far has only serve to upgrade my consciousness. So when we encounter the unknown again, because we're always encountering the unknown on the evolutionary journey, but when we encounter it once more, it's like there's a lot more of this just innate trust that's built into our body, our nervous system, our energy field, where it's like, well, this is the Divine Mother having her way with me again. I mean, she knows best. She's the boss. And she was like, just make a video talking about this. Make a video flowing with this. It may not be as wordy or as whatever. But there was something in me that was like, oh, I guess I can't share because I'm going through this. But then that made me feel I felt not the truest. And she was like, yeah, just flow with this energy. It doesn't matter what the video looks like. She's like, just authenticity always. It's like, you can always make a video or something. She was saying, if your ego's willing to burn, because you can always make a video, but it might not be the one that your ego wants. And so sometimes in those cases, we don't make the video. And there are some times when she's like, no videos. You need to be with yourself in silence. And it's learning to discern that. It's like, is the Divine Mother saying we can't show up? Or is it our ego saying, I don't want to show up like this? Because a lot of times the Divine Mother, she's like, she doesn't really put the red light on for me as much as I often thought she did. Sometimes she does, but usually it's my ego saying, but I want to be in a certain place before I share, and that's totally valid. And we want to stay with the slowest parts of ourselves, and we want to hold the vulnerable parts of ourselves. We don't want to push. We don't want to force. Like, I'm not saying that, but when we get to a certain level, when our ego's burned up enough, it's like there's this greater calling to just keep showing up no matter what's happening, and make what's happening, just integrate it into the whole, it's just the video now, Yeah, I'm learning a lot. It's like she's just continually bringing me to my knees, and it's like strengthening me. And then every time she brings me to my knees, I surrender. She takes me apart, and then she puts me back together. I'm like stronger. I have more of this power. I don't know how to explain it. Just this willing, just this honesty. Honesty is power. And then I get kind of like, yeah, something in me gets like, yeah, sturdy. I'm just like, I can take up space. I can be big. And then I'm asked to surrender again. And she just, okay, we're going back down, which is beautiful. It's like that. She takes you apart and then rebuilds you. Takes you apart and then rebuilds you. And every time she rebuilds you, you're more powerful, but you're also more humble. Because of what you went through, you can't help but be humble. And like the power isn't yours or something, and it's like, you didn't make yourself powerful. It's like she's doing it. She's the powerful one. And it's just like playing along with her, surrendering to her flow, because she knows best. And so sometimes she'll make us powerful, and we're like, I just want to stay powerful. I don't want to surrender again. And then she's like, I'm sorry, honey. This is what's required. And I think I had that recently, like, I want to push up against this. I'm the powerful. And then she's like, it's like, you're not going to beat her, She's like, no, but I'm the one who made you powerful. You think I'm just going to let you to feel like... It's hilarious. The games we can play, because we don't want to surrender again, we want to have it our way. And it's gonna just be her way, especially when you've uttered the prayer, Divine Mother, have your way with me. Divine Mother, I surrender all my personal desires to you. I lay my life down to you, Divine Mother. I give everything to you, God. When you've uttered that prayer enough times, she takes you. And then you're taken. And then you just go for the ride. And it's a felt sense ride where you're just feeling her in every moment, speaking to you about what's true. And less an external opinion moves you. It's just you and God, moment to moment, What do you need, God? Like this morning, I felt an aliveness when I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go shoot a video. And it's just gonna be a real one. I'm just gonna embody what's happening now. I'm gonna embody the bow. I'm not gonna try to whatever. That's the thing, is like there's just no trying after a certain point. There's no trying required. You can try, but the trying just causes suffering and disease. But there's always this place actually that becomes more and more available where it's just no trying required. She's just living you. And thank God. You don't have to try. It's the ego that thinks it needs to try. The ego needs to try to become something so then it can be safe, and secure. But holy fuck, when you feel her and you bow before her and you give her everything, it's just like this unfolding of a safety within you that is so beyond conditions, and it can't be taken from you. It's not a temporary thing. It's like you're just hers, and she has you and she's holding you, and whatever's happening is her will. And you feel so blessed just to be a participant, even though there's nothing here really participating. It's actually her. It's like you are her. But there is a human, and that's where people can get really lost in the non-dual wordiness and stuff. People can really take positions. Oh, I am her, or God is separate. Or it's like, no, it's both, but it's not. It's a place you have to experience for yourself. And the thing is she brings you into the bow so that you can experience yourself as her, so that you can just give everything to her, because you have to when she's putting that pressure on you to surrender. It's like you have to just all the way. Otherwise there's just suffering and pain if you're still trying to stand up tall against her, against her grace. It's like it's just gonna hurt, and it's gonna take longer, and you're gonna feel yourself as separate. But if you just give yourself to her, you'll feel this oneness with her, but you'll also recognize there is a human here. Yeah, I just love her so much, I love her so much. God, I love her. I'd light myself on fire for her. I mean, I don't think she'll ever ask me to do that, but it's just that kind of devotion, that kind of love, like whatever. I just love her. I'd walk through flames for her. That's what this life is about for me, is about just her. Just her. Whatever she asks, whatever she wants, done. Sometimes with some resistance. But that resistance is the part of us that thinks it's separate from her. That doesn't trust. And so she's always going to find that for us to surrender, so we can feel more merged with her, where all the love is, the safety, the sense of peace, the well-being. And that's all of these different things that happen to us on an energetic level. All these transformations are trying to do. They're just showing us where we're in resistance to her and her grace and her love and her will for our life. Because what she wants for us is actually what we really want for us at our deepest level. We don't want something separate than she wants for us. How could that be possible? Because she is us. She's living through us. That's the separate self. That's the psychological construct that wants something different than she wants for us. That's the part of us that is confused and lost. And she's going to keep highlighting that part of us to us and show us where it is. Full body chills, yay. Yeah, she's just going to keep showing us where we're in defiance to her will. Because that's where we're causing ourselves pain. And she doesn't want us to be in pain anymore. She doesn't want us to be in pain anymore. So she's going to show us where we are causing ourselves pain, where we are not surrendered to her will. So that place can dissolve, so we can come into union with her will. And therefore be in the least amount of suffering and pain possible. We did it. Yay. We did it. Thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you. All right. Just had a little celebration there. If you want to support this work, donation links in the description box and the comments. Super appreciated. Book a session with me if you'd like to. There's links for that too. Yeah. I love you all so much. Namaste.